That's not the one it's supposed to be. Um, well, I don't know why it's not. Literally not even unplugged it. I don't know why it's not on.
I don't know. It is there. It's going up and down the thing there now.
Yeah, but that's not the right one. It doesn't seem like it's the right one.
I'm just trying to see if I can get this thing. Just think up and have a see what it is.
Hang on. Let's see. Monitoring up. Yeah, no. It isn't. I don't know what it is. Oh. No.
It is working.
That's not it. It's so terrible. Monitoring up. Yeah, no. It's not it. Let's see. Why? All I've done is just turn it back on to them.
I don't know, Robert. Could you maybe I've caught it, not realised, I don't know.
Shouldn't be anything on this. Open settings, audio down. Let me try. It's not there. Not even picking up this one. Let me turn that off. It's on. Use this one probably. One's not working. That one's not working. All of a sudden, haven't even done anything to it.
So why when I went onto the link could I hear it?
Because it's obviously probably doing the headset one. Because look, I've turned it off, but it's still saying it's hearing it, even though it's not on. So it's not this one. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know why. I haven't even changed it, but I'm not going to see it. I've just turned it on. Uh,
Well, it's another night of football. Newcastle need a win. We can't be continuing this, can we? So we're away at Tottenham tonight, as you can see. Got the lineups going across the screen. What do you think then, Rob? What do you think of the lineup tonight?
Eddie Howe's going to use it as an excuse to say he's made a different sort of formation, but we've seen this formation before and it's not worked. So it's not anything new, he's just trying to scramble something to say he's changed something, but I don't think it's going to work. Gordon as a striker just isn't really good enough for me, if I'm completely honest. And I'm happy Alanga's starting a bit because, you know, he's quite good, but I just feel like it's not really a game that's going to be really helpful for us when we've got someone who's not a striker playing a striker, really. So I don't think it's really good, in my honest opinion.
You think it's maybe a decent thing to leave Lewis Hall out tonight and give him a bit of a break? See if his fortunes can change a bit. Considering I think he's had a couple of off games these last two.
I mean, the last game it sort of took a toll on him, really, and I think a lot of it was just emotions with how the last two games have gone, and you know, I think just him putting in a high effort and you know, just the whole team not really putting in a full effort, and you know, we had a few chances in that game, and the attack was poor, the midfield was poor, and you know, conceding against Brentford, it just makes it look like the defence was the worst part of the team when it wasn't really. And you know, I think he just needs a bit of a break, and you know, can't have all the pressure on the back line at times when you know there's no midfield. Tonali's mind is back in Italy, so you might as well let him go. With Gordon, after faking his injury against City, decided he wants to come back. So I don't know, if once the players actually got their ideas and actually start playing to a formation and, you know, taking on their players and actually playing with a bit of integrity instead of you know, trying to run the ball into the goal, actually shooting from distance, pressurising the defence and the keeper. But yeah, no, I think it's good that he gets a bit of a break, really. Same with, although recovering from an injury, or same with Miley, I wouldn't really want to rush him back, especially in the situation we're in. I don't really think it's good on his sort of mindset at his age to be in this kind of scenario or in this kind of side, you know. So then the blame can kind of go on to him at times when it shouldn't need to be, when he's actually been one of the best players so far this season for us.
Yeah, we're all stuck in a bit of a quandary of knowing how to feel and what to think, and you know, there's a part of me that goes, are we overreacting because we're only 8 points away from fifth, but then we're only 10 points away from relegation.
Yeah.
So you know, we're stuck right in the middle. It could easily go one way or the other. We have had a run of hard games. It hasn't finished yet anyway, because we've still got Man City again. We've still got, you know, we've got some tough games coming up, but we're going to have to start winning. Otherwise, we have to turn around and think, well, okay, Europe is not going to happen again this time.
No.
Now, we either concentrate on getting in further than as we can in the Champions League and having a good FA Cup run now because we're out of the Carabao Cup, and see if we can finish as high as we possibly can in the league. But again, you're still going from being on four fronts to three. You know, we've still got a lot of pressure. It's still 2 and 3 games in a week, depending on how it falls. And we haven't got the squad for it.
I mean, I understand that, you know, the same players playing a lot of games, it can affect them. But, you know, Eddie Howe, he's not really done well, especially, it's not just him, but the backroom staff haven't really done well to sort of spend the money that we did give for Isaac, although yes, it was on deadline day, or, you know, sort of do well enough to actually make a decent window where it actually sort of helps our bench and help our sort of reserves, you know, in a scenario where we need to rest players. He's not really done that, if I'm completely honest. I mean, Yes, we brought in some youthsters to maybe potentially put them in the under-21s and see if they can do a job, but they're just, you might as well get rid of the under-21s and not even have them at this point, because they're not given any sort of respect or any sort of look into. And you might as well get rid of you might as well only have the fucking 4 players on the bench, because he always sticks to them, really. He never actually, bar them that Man City game, which it still was a bit disrespectful bringing him on in the 88th minute. There was no need. You know, he doesn't bring on Alex Murphy, he doesn't bring on Sahar, he doesn't bring on Neve. It's just the same substitutions all the time.
Yeah.
Because we've got no one else. No one else. You know, you look at Man City, you look at Liverpool. You know, there's a situation where Liverpool, Liverpool could bring on Chiesa, Liverpool could bring on like Endo or Gravenberch if he's playing, or you know, they could bring on so many different names and they could actually make an impact. Whereas players on the bench, they don't really make an impact in the game much, or sometimes they might even make it worse. You know, and it's just, it's not really a substitution that brings anything new to the game. It's just a substitution that brings on another face.
Yeah.
So,
You know, we've got some good players on the bench,
yeah,
but we've also got some players on the bench that have never had a minute on the pitch.
no, and they've been on the bench for like half the season.
Yeah.
You know, there's been times in this season where you could have gone, well, fuck it, just put him on, but even then he doesn't do it. And I don't see us winning this game, if I'm completely honest. I know Spurs are sort of struggling at the minute, but with how we played against Brentford, you know, it was unfortunate really that it should never really been a penalty. But even then afterwards, just the way Brentford were able to get through the midfield and defence with ease, you know, didn't make me confident against any sort of football side at all, really. You know, I see us probably getting beaten by Karabakh, if I'm completely honest, with how we play. You know,
Yeah,
there's just nothing.
Yeah. I agree with you. You know, what are we? Where are we thinking we're gonna do? You know, what do we think we're gonna do and where we're gonna go? You've got, you know, I'm looking at the lineup there now on the screen, and basically it's showing you the substitutes, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 strikers on it.
Oh,
Well, what isn't
Maltbard and Visser and Sula, that's 3.
yeah, isn't that the young lad at the Sahara and Neve
No,
winning
Neve.
forward?
Sahar's a centre back, Neve's a striker.
Neve is right. So
Yeah, no, I just. The thing is, there's been times where, of recent, you know, Willock's played good, Ramsey's played good, Alanga's played good, but it seems to be that the effort has always been, you know, focused on Gordon and Barnes at times. And yes, they've scored their goals. You know, Gordon scored his goals in the Champions League, and Barnes has been, you know, top goal scorer in the Premier League for us. But you know, Alanga really never actually gets many chances, does he?
no,
And the goal he did score the other game week, that was literally just he decided to take on the defender and thought, fuck it, instead of trying to pass it to Gordon, who's just gonna fanny around with it, I'm gonna go for a shot myself, and he scored. You know, we need to focus on playing it to different players. You know, instead of just trying to play it to Gordon or whatnot, have a Langer run with it, and maybe play it to Ramsey or to Willock or something. Or,
yeah.
you know.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. As a prediction, what do you think?
2-0 Spurs. I don't think we're going to get anything in this game. There's no, like, there was absolutely no midfield against Brentford whatsoever, so there's no way we're going to control it with the pace that Spurs have. And I know it sounds really negative, but the midfield was so crucial when we were actually winning games, you know, a couple of seasons ago, and we were looking dominant. And so far this season, I've seen at times it's not really been a midfield at all.
Well, I'm gonna turn around and be optimistic and say that we're not gonna lose, but I think we could maybe be on have an away day, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be 3-1 to Newcastle. I'm gonna be positive. It's hard to be positive, but I'm gonna be positive. I think Spurs are bloody rubbish at the moment.
Yeah, but we seem to be the team that gifts points to bad teams around. We nearly lost to, what was it? Oh no, we lost to Sheffield Wednesday 2 years ago. We've
Good crosser.
sometimes we seem to have an away day against big teams. Not recent, but when it's big teams, we have a field day, and then we'll get a team where we go, you know what, this could be a bit of easy 3 points, and we'll struggle.
Good cross, but nobody there to.
No.
So then Newcastle, minute and 40 seconds gone and have a corner. Big boys are up there.
Yeah.
Alanga's going to take the corner.
You see, Landon's good for this. A
Out
bit
swing it.
powerful.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened there, but that will just seem to
Corner
drop in
again.
the middle of everywhere.
Well, it's a corner again on the other side. I think Dragson must have cleared it, but that was whipped in beautifully by Bird.
Byrne just didn't quite get his feet around it, but it come off him for a corner.
It was a good whipped ball in from Alanga. I kind of want to see him do set pieces more often.
Bruno now taking it from the other side.
He'll go for goal on this. Bruno whips it in, cleared away,
Doesn't really
laid
beat the
down by
first man.
Alanga crosses a beautiful ball in. Oh! I think Botman was thinking Chow was going to get the header to it, and then when it went past him, he just stuck the leg out and panicked.
So, an in-swinging cross from Bruno, cleared to the edge of the area.
Poor touch really from Willock. I don't think
Another good in-swinging cross from Alanga.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Alanga's showing sort of like Jacob Murphy last season, sort of best crosses at the minute. He's just whipping them in, you know, and he knows. Yeah, that's all you need sometimes. You just got to know that there's got to be someone in the box, and you whip it in, and it's immediately better than some of the chances crosses going straight.
400 was something I saw yesterday. 417 crosses. Gordon supposedly put in and not had a goal.
What, not got an assist from a cross?
Yeah.
I know, because if it's a dead ball, he's good at it. But crosses into the box, he just can't do for some reason, which is a bit scary for a winger. You know, I love Anthony Gordon because I think at times he is quite good and he does show talent. But but it's hard to unlock it from Gordon at times. We need to it has to be a game where everybody's doing really well. The midfield are pushing up high. You know, the strikers, you know, one-on-one with defenders, and the wingers are able to take on their man, you know.
we need a result to give them a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
And then when we've got confidence,
Yeah.
we play well and the whole team gel together and play well. But at the moment, you've got one or two players that are having half a decent spell that are trying to do stuff but not making it happen. And then you've got the defence and midfield that aren't really gelling, and then they're not then working together and setting it up from the back and working forward.
It seems to be most teams, they focus on the midfield and the attack when breaking forward. We seem to be focusing on the full-backs and the wingers moving forward. We never really go through the middle a lot. And when we do, we're just twisting and turning and trying to play it back out to the winger again. You know, and it's like, we have strikers, but it's been a while since we've actually had a goal from a striker outside the box. Volkmar does not, well, rather chick, but I mean anybody should be scoring that. And even then, I don't know if it was quite outside the box. But not one striker has had a shot from outside the box yet and scored. Which is
I don't actually think we've got, in my opinion, I don't think we've got a number 9 in the team.
I honestly think Voltemar is at times, but the thing is, Germany never don't play him as a number 10. They play him as a number 9. Stuttgart, they played him as a number 9, not a number 10. Eddie Howe all of a sudden seems to be playing him as a number 10 for some reason. Why? It's like buying Harry Kane and asking him to play as a number 10. He's not going to do it, is he? You know, like I don't understand it. Why he's done so well for Germany, and he's when Germany were playing, he scored like 2 or 3 goals in the friendlies, and then in Stuttgart, he's doing incredibly well. We go ahead and buy him, and we play him out of position. I get what you mean by he's not like a full-on number 9, where if he's on in front of goal, he's guaranteed to score all the time, or shoot and beat the keeper or whatnot. But I just even with this, they're sometimes not getting the ball, I think, to how they want it at times. And it seems like I think the wingers hog it too much. I honestly do. I think the wingers hog the ball too much. I used to love it because it worked, but I think we should stop playing down the wing now. It's just.
Newcastle got a free kick on the halfway line, taken quickly. Bruno swings it down to Trippier, who plays it for Ramsey, who just manages to keep things on the wing. Was it Willett? Was it now? Gordon's coming back to try and see if he can set something up. It's back in the defence. Dan Burn plays it up the right wing. Intercepted. Bruno cuts it back in.
Oh, that's a foul, referee.
He's left,
Advantage.
played
Fair
the
enough.
advantage.
Fair enough. Oh, second I thought Gordon was just going to get that straight back. Willock takes a shot.
Ooh,
just
that
sneaks
was
past.
close.
Fair play. He had a
Willock not
shot.
far from the left-hand post.
I'd
Shot
rather-
from outside the area.
I'd rather see that happen at times. To be fair, that was a good opportunity.
Well, it was good the referee let the play
Yeah.
go. That was a blatant.
Yeah,
Foul,
foul
and-
on Ramsey.
And to be fair, he's let it go. And
To be fair, I think he beats the keeper. If it just curled in at that last minute, that. Look at that.
actually, it was a corner. That should have been a corner.
No, he never saved it.
No, they'd come off the defender's leg as they went through it.
Alright. But good chance from Willock, and that's why I wanted just a shot from outside the box, or it didn't have to be outside the box, but not like right in front of the goal line, edge of the D, or just something.
Yeah.
We really,
We're not Barcelona, so we ain't gonna
No.
walk it.
No. Everybody seems to think now that they're Ben Arthur or I think Ronaldinho, Neymar, or whatever. They can just. If you were one of them players and you did it and you can do it often, fair enough. If you take that opportunity, that's fine. But half the time, we'll take a man one-on-one, we'll get past one, and then we'll absolutely get pummeled against the next man. But now, Gordon's managed to turn and play it to Chow. I guarantee you, whoever Chow lays it off to, whoever makes the next run, will not get past the back line. Wins a corner.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can have another good
Yeah,
in-swing cross.
I'm liking at the minute Alanga's corner. I think he's going to take it again. That was whipped in quite nicely. It looked like it was just going to go straight to the keeper, but then it curved out towards the penalty area. And I thought that was nice height and everything. It wasn't too high, but it was sort of just chest or head height. Yeah, it didn't beat the first man, but it had the curve on it. Willock does well. It's a bit of an awkward touch, but he manages to keep composed and stay on his feet. Alanga again. Oh, low ball. Oh,
Oh, just a
Barnes
little
tried to
cheeky one
flick.
by Barnes. Try to flick it around the keeper.
yeah. Again, though, brilliant ball from Alanga. At the minute, so far for me, he's incredible.
Mm.
You know, he's whipped in balls low like that. He's managed to sneak past the defender's legs and everything. He's whipped in decent balls over the top. He's taken on some of the defenders and he's won balls. You know, he's trying. I think he just needs someone to just be in a good position where they can just turn and shoot. And we're playing it round the back, but we're playing it nice and quick and with accuracy.
Yeah,
That's what we play around the back sometimes. We do it quick and not accurate, or we do it too slow.
yeah,
This is
and
quick
I'll
and
say
accurate.
the fact that we're actually doing it
Yeah,
and it looks better
yeah.
and looks more as
I
if
don't
it's been practiced a bit
Yeah.
more.
I don't
Actually, isn't so bad. It's
Yeah.
when it's just that.
Trippier ball over to Alanga, flicked off by Van der Ven. He boots it out for a throw-in. So Alanga's probably going to take this. I don't mind at times if we're playing it from the back and we don't quite get forward quick enough. But we're playing it into different areas. Oh, stood on his toe. What? Play was stopped because he stood on his toe.
So 12 minutes gone, 0-0. Deep in the Tottenham half. Goalkeeper's going to
Goalkeeper's
play
out.
upfield.
It might just send Dan Burn up to intercept this and play it down to someone. Vicario's first thing is going to be boot, run back to the goal. Now he's got to get back to goal. So they boot it out for a throw in. I still don't understand that tactic. We've tried implementing it from what PSG did last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
And we're not PSG. We can't play the ball around as quick as we can. We don't have the players who can have the technicality as PSG. And, you know, I don't know why we're trying to copy it. You know,
No, I find it.
the last person who had the right football was St. Maximin. And it seems to be he goes through like a new club every year, 2 years, and on his debut he always scores a screamer. He did it in Saudi. He did it in Turkey, he did it in Mexico, and now he's just done it in France again. He goes there, he'll have like a good 5 games, and then he'll probably won't do much else, but just maybe he'll do better back in France. I hope he does well, and to be fair, I was hoping he might come back to us. Trippier swings it in, straight up the
Keeper coming out well.
Yeah, he did come out quite often. But Chow can intercept this from Xavi Simmons. Ref tells him to get up, which is fair enough, it's a one-on-one. Oh, brilliant ball to Willock. Willock's shoved off the ball easily. And it's going to be a throw-in. Good, really good from Chow, to be fair. I mean, you're going shoulder to shoulder against the defender. I mean, it's good that the referee just didn't instantly go, well, you snatch the ball, you've got to be able to get the ball back and run past him before he gets back to you, you know. That's the whole point. You've got to win back the ball. If you're not strong enough to hold your ground, you've got to get past the grip. That's a handball from Bruno. Alanga crosses it in, headed away. Throw in again. That really should have been a handball, though, shouldn't it?
Certainly looked that way.
Yeah. We probably would say, oh, low down by his side, but, you know, I don't know. It'd be crossed in by Barnes. He runs in, chips it over. Corner. Archie Gray. I'm just to clear that away.
Bruno will take this from I would imagine.
Yeah. Barnes has tried a little bit of flair, and he can do it at times. I think he just needs to. I think he needs to be just a bit more ahead of the centre half who he's there. He's just had the flick on. It's just sort of been, behind a centre half. He's a bit closer. He gets past him. He's got more space. Crossed in by Bruno, punched away by Vicario. It wasn't really the best delivery from Bruno, if I'm completely honest.
It was far too high, really.
Yeah. Alanga
That's
foul
gonna be a
inside,
free kick,
free kick
surely.
not given. Alanga's furious. 20 minutes over. says no foul. There's no contact really on the ball from. Well, at the minute,
Well, we're at least showing a bit more forward, and
yeah, we're showing more aggressiveness.
we're
on the
able to
attack.
keep the ball in attack.
Yeah, oh, nearly snatched them. Was it Barnes? I don't know.
Barnes, I think.
Bruno manages to play it out to Trippier. Trippier back to Botman. Botman out to Burn. When you said it, I wanted to see it. I wanted to see a game where Dan Burn's striker. There's been a few times where he's been up front and he looks like he's going to shoot, and he's fair. It's like Fabian Schär. Every time Dan Burn scored, it's been a cracker of a goal.
Yeah.
I think what's better, I know you go, well, because it was in the final, do you go the header against Bilbao, or do you go the final, the header in the final? Ramsey, shot, deflected by, I think, Gordon. It's going to be a goal kick. No, corner.
The header against Liverpool was great,
Yeah.
but I think the goal against Bilbao was
Was that not on corner, was it Van de
it
Beek?
was fundamental.
All right.
The goal against Bilbao was just unbelievable. The way he
What about the run against Leicester 2 years ago?
Yeah,
against
again it was another cracking goal, you know.
saying that you could score here, you know. Bruno swings this in, headed behind by Spurs, and it's going to be a corner on the opposite side. And Langer, it just needs to be a little bit higher, but that curve, that pace and that curve, is deadly with a corner. You just got to have that to the right person. Because all you need with that, if enough pace and enough curve, you just got to have someone contact it, and that will just go in. Look for Dan Burn. Langer swings us in, bit higher. Oof. I don't know, nobody really quite jumped up for us there. Trippier wins it beautifully. Great tackle. Elanga, Burn on the right, wins it.
It's a corner.
Gonna get a corner. I don't know why this guy's fucking having up Burn for no reason. Good from Trippier.
Hell of a tackle.
Yeah.
Good tackle with that.
Elanga plays it to Burn. I think Burn's just not got the pace too much. Yeah, that's a corner. Okay.
Say that's twice now. We should have had.
Yeah. But again, you know, we're knocking on the door so much. It'll either be one or two things. We'll actually eventually get a goal, or they'll just get something from a counter attack.
Yeah.
But it is literally just been us, and it's good to see. But we just need to keep going at it and, you know, try different things, and eventually it'll get to us. Throw out by Pope, really good one. Burn does get to it. He's not got
There's nobody
anyone
running
there.
in front of him.
Well, I think it's really good. Barnes should be there. Barnes is there. Look where he came from. The middle. Yeah, from the middle. You should be Eddie Howe. Just missed it. Elanga crosses it in, led away by Dragusin, punched away by. He could have caught that.
Could have caught it.
You know, he should have. His defender should have been screaming, "You've got space to catch it." But crossed in, a bit of a poor one. Elanga turn. Willock. Elanga again. Handball, but it's not going to be given. It's down by the side. To be fair. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, there should be a thing where Eddie Howe goes, right, there should be videos. You should, for every second you're out of position, you're fined £10 of wages. So say for the whole match, you've had like fucking, oh man, it should be fucking. I just think they should be deducted wages if they're not in the position, because it's just so weird.
The thing is, they can be able to do it because
Yeah,
they
they're
have the
able-
heat map.
Yeah.
And if your heat map is the view where
think
you're
you
not
don't have
playing
to-
within the
yeah.
position that you should be playing in.
I get that they don't have to always stick there. That's fine. But there's
Yeah.
just times when we want to go on the break and we need someone to just be down that flank and they're not there.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Dan Burns out there trying to do stuff when it shouldn't be down to him
No.
to have to be doing it.
No. But like, yeah, I'm not saying that they have to stick to the wing the whole time. I get, you know, it's fine. But there's just been, like, again, so many times where we're playing it around the back, or, you know, Burns moving forward. Barnes wasn't there, so he had to turn around and play it somewhere different, you know. But I'm all for players getting in different positions of being creative, but at least get back to your position once, you know, that opportunity's gone. You know, Byrne was on the right wing when he should have been a corner, but he didn't. But he immediately got back to his spot. Alanga plays it to Trippier. Oh, handball from Trippier most likely, but Spence still has the ball. It is going to be a... Oh no, it's not going to take this free kick. Played over the top, Byrne. He's going to hold him up. Bruno is back. No one in there really for Spurs to cross in. Byrne just fucking beautiful. Gets his body in front of him and just absolutely... There's no messing about. It's an awkward ball, really, though, and Spurs still do have it.
On the halfway line, Spurs bringing the ball forward. Newcastle got themselves all back in line again, so hopefully just stand them up, hold them off. Spurs just going back and along the centre line.
Yeah.
A bit of pressure coming on, so they've been pushed back into their own half. Play the ball through, quick 1-2 there from Tottenham, brings them just outside the Newcastle area on the right hand side.
Swung
In
in,
comes the cross.
the Lanky, I think it is. No
no
penalty
foul.
there.
No
I don't
foul.
know why they think it's a penalty. Byrne plays it out to Trips. Trippier now. Langer making a burst. Willock can shift it to Barnes. He does. It's a good ball. It's not over the top, so it's easily controlled. Byrne now getting on the left wing. Barnes. Okay. Ramsey. Corner. Fair enough. Don't know what Barnes and Byrne were doing. It just seemed to be that Barnes was just going to let Byrne do it.
Byrne overlapped him, and
yeah, but Barnes didn't follow behind with him really. Is this a penalty? Swung in. No. No. You should. Yeah. Yeah. That needs.
Newcastle corner.
Yeah.
Bruno to swing one in again. He'll aim this at the back post.
Yeah, like he always does. I don't know why he keeps doing it now.
Doesn't even beat the first man.
Willock takes a crack, but it was just a bit of a wobbly effort.
Swing and
Swing and it was
Swing and a
minimal
miss.
contact.
swing and a miss.
So Gordon applying a bit of pressure. We actually haven't really seen anything. Has he actually had a touch this game so far?
When he's come back almost to the deed, collected
yeah.
it, that's about the only time he's actually had anything. He's
yeah,
not really did enough.
But again,
Everything has happened around the rings a bit. So.
It just seems to be whoever's the striker and never really gets the ball. It's a foul on Ramsey. Going to be a free kick to Newcastle. He's doing all right, Ramsey, to be fair.
He's holding it up a bit better.
Yeah, but again, it's just a midfielder who's able to be creative, but also just able to hold on to the ball and get out of tight scenarios, which is usually what Bruno does. And there's nothing wrong with having someone who sort of, I'm not saying he's like Bruno, but sort of does sort of similar traits to Bruno. You know, even at times I know his thing. Willock can do that at times, but I just wish at times maybe Eddie Howe was able to work a bit more magic on the likes of Willock, and you know, do a bit more with Asula at times. You know, there's such great personalities and such talents when they're actually playing really well, but it's so hard to unlock it really from them. You know, it has to be a game where
they're not getting enough time on the pitch to get any fluidity going.
Yeah.
To get any run or form to do anything. You know, they haven't had the chance, so it's not going to happen.
Well, I'm pretty sure Willock got like 8 goals in the loan. I don't know if it was the first full season or when he was loaned to us. He got like 8 goals in like 8 games or something like that. He scored quite a few goals for us, and you know, then he sort of had that dry spell, and you know,
And he got injured, and then he's never really been.
he's
the
got
same since.
injured, but then he was mainly one of the main midfielders in the squad, and then Bruno came in, Joe Linton became a centre mid, you know, Longstaff and whatnot, and he's always with I think with the injuries, it just hadn't helped at the time period where we were sort of improving the squad. We just was sort of not really given a look at. Trippier can't win the ball, neither can Bruno. Xavi Simons still has the ball. Willock trying to get the ball, but no one's putting a challenge in. Chelsea, João Pedro scores. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. Spurs still have it.
Yeah, we pushed them back to their almost to their own half. So
Yeah.
we're just getting a little bit of pressure on.
Yeah, I just another thing we want to see, you know, is we never really made, well, we do win the ball, but, you know, we've never really sort of tackled them much. It's always just been maybe able to snatch it or just nag it from their feet, but not actually putting a full-on tackle, you know, in a scenario like this. We never really seem to.
Yeah.
Spurs able to twist and turn. They're in the penalty box. Cleared away by Botman. He's still in
Good
now.
challenge.
Spurs have it again with Archie Gray. Looks to swing it in. It does. Handball most likely from Solanke. I don't think so. Gordon was able to twist and turn. Plays it out to Willock. Willock should release it. Looks for Alanga. He does find him. Alanga challenged by Van de Ven. No free kick. To be fair, it was a clean challenge by Van de Ven. Trippier, you should be putting in a challenge here, and he does. He wins the ball. See, as soon as you put a challenge in, you can win the ball. It doesn't do it much. And it is going to be a
I felt we
throw-in.
were really tipping it down Moraine at the Tottenham Stadium. Good challenge.
Yeah, it was a good challenge. But you can see Jason Tyndall immediately going like, look, instead of complaining, just go back to get the ball. You know, and
Yeah.
I think at times, well, you know, the manager's doing that. I think the players just sometimes forget roles.
Yeah.
You know, the fact you've got a manager who's saying like, look, just forget about going to the ref, just get the ball. You think, well, surely the manager's trying their best to keep the emotions of the players intact and everything, but I don't know. Gordon looks to cross one in, corner again.
Corner again.
It's I think corner
It's
number
a
like
bit
5
more
or
pressure,
6.
good
Yeah.
pressure.
And it was a good opportunity from Gordon. You know, he's actually, you know, doing something for a bit. You know, getting the ball. Alanga, corner number 8 for us in 28 minutes. Jesus, we've got to get something from one of these. Alanga, nice curled. Good for Dan Burn. Curls it in. Headed away. Nobody really jumped again. Shot. Oh, I thought it was a goal. Ramsey had a crack at goal. They did take a nick, so it's actually going to be another corner.
Is it?
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, it hits his
Oh.
toe, yeah.
To be fair, but it was a good shot from Ramsey.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
get
yeah,
to see
yeah.
a goal from him, and he is a good talent. I think he was good at Villa. And I think, again, he just needs a goal to unlock his potential. I mean, Alanga's been doing good since he scored. Oh, Gordon just... I don't know what that was. It's a header attempt, really. It's a bit poor. It's a goal kick for Spurs.
Well, after 30 minutes, certainly
It's
a
better.
better
for
positive
attacking.
start for us.
Yeah. Win the ball back. Botman plays it to Barnes. Barnes now breaks forward, does really well. Looks to his left, but realises he's the left winger. He's the one who should really be there. Player's been stopped for injury. The Spurs player. He fully commits to tackling Barnes, and I think he injures himself in the instance of it. He injures himself basically trying to shoulder barge
Yeah.
Barnes. So really, that's his own stupidity. Yeah. I don't know what the hell happened.
It's as if he obviously must have buckled over.
Yeah, it must be when he landed, because I'm
Landed
saying,
awkwardly or
there's
something,
no way
yeah.
he could have got injured from a shoulder barge. I think it was when he fell over and landed, something must have twisted or something, because I don't know how the hell he would have been able to get injured from that. You know, but well, the player's still down and he's getting quite a bit of treatment, but there's a lot of players around making sure he's okay. So I don't know whether it's like just have a breather, have a word around or something. But you know, Burns there, Gordon was there, checking he's all right. I don't know. Obviously, it's quite serious, you know, with the players around, but it did not look like it was. But I'm not entirely sure, really, what happened. You know, he sort of went out of frame when he fell to the floor. Trippier and Ramsey having their water break, having a chance to speak to Tyndall. Hopefully, just allows a bit of a breather and allow a bit of words to be exchanged between the players. Looks to be sort of his left leg, something done. His thigh.
Certainly, obviously,
Quite serious. He's been down for a while, and you know the ref immediately blew the whistle and called over help. So it must have been quite nasty. Just didn't even see anything from it, you know. Spurs have a few players. Is that their bench, or is it just?
I think there's a lot of them, but they've got a lot of injuries as well.
Injuries, yeah, Romero's got red card. Spurs injuries: Madison, Bentancur, Kudus, Ben Davies, Bergvall, Udogi, Richarlison, Porro, Danso, Kudasevsky.
They've got a lot of people out injured.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had that last year. You know,
Yeah.
we were like, did we even have a medical staff backstage? Because the amount of injuries we had last year was, well, maybe not last year, but the year before, was unbelievable. But I mean, Spurs have had that for the last few seasons in a row, where they've had injuries after injuries after injuries. Well, Spurs are going to make the change. They are going to take him off. Matthias Tell. He's not a striker. He's coming off.
He's walking off, so it's obviously whatever he's done, it's a slight twinge or a twist. And I suppose that you know you don't want to. If he's maybe got a niggling injury, and they're thinking, well, listen, we don't want to push it too much. But this is a better angle. His knee, but when it bent inward. You watch here, just the jar. Look at that knee going in there. So yeah, so he's probably just put a bit of. That'll need a bit of cold ice on that tendon. He's oh, it's good that he's walked off that without having to.
Well, players back underway, so that's probably going to be 2 or 3 minutes of added time. But I think it's probably going to be at least 5 minutes so far with corners. Spurs broke away here with an opportunity.
Came off.
Pope does collect it.
Come off. I think it was Botman's heel. It was lucky.
Yeah. Well, Trippier nearly gets sent into the fucking stands with well, Xavi Simons trying to win the ball, but Pope does gather it, you know. Trippier to Bruno. Bruno switches it. Willock can't quite turn. Ramsey does recover it. Back to Willock. Willock fouled. Free kick. Oh no, Gallagher. Willock's doing alright. He's, you know, he's trying to twist and turn.
I'll give him the due. He's trying.
Yeah.
They're trying to do something.
Yeah, and to be fair, I know, see, this is one of his best seasons so far I've actually seen him have, because he's been doing really well, in my honest opinion. But since maybe the season where he first signed, I think for me, he's been trying really hard. He's put in a lot of effort. And I hope it sort of brings a bit of change into him, you know. You know, there was links with him going to Fulham and Palace and whatnot.
Yeah.
Him not going. If you're going to keep him, you've got to work with him. You've got to give him the opportunity. There's no point wasting his time. You know. Trippier on the left to Barnes. Barnes going to cut in, try and cross the ball over the top. Deflected. Bruno plays that back to Trippier. Trippier to Bruno. Bruno to Ramsey. Ramsey to Barnes. Going to have to cut and switch it back to Trippier, who's on up behind the halfway line. Switches it to Alanga, who's playing fullback at the minute, so he's going to have to do a bit of movement. Oh, Gordon gets it. No one was really awake there when the ball was played. Bruno swings the ball over the top, wasn't high enough, and Van de Ven gets it. Burn, oh, beautiful slice ball. Alanga couldn't quite intercept it. Needed a Trippier ball play to Simmons, but Botman was able to play it out to Pope. Botman.
Well,
we've sort of
apart
managed
from
to cover our tracks quite well.
apart from a couple of moments, I'd say we've been pretty dominant and in control.
Yeah. Just a few moments with Trippier and Alanga. There's just been times where they've just sort of lost it between the two of them. Gordon applying pressure to Dragusin. Just find a bit more pressure on Vicario. Play it out to the wide side. Alanga couldn't quite accept it. Trippier can't. Alanga's going to have the ball. Oh, so you don't blow the whistle, and then
He
when
was
Alanga...
willing to. I think the referee was willing to play advantage if Tottenham got the ball, and as Spurs didn't get the ball.
Okay, and now Xavi Simons has been playing dirty all game. He finally gets tackled by someone, and the ref blows the whistle. I'm sorry, but he was playing absolutely dirty so far all this game, Simons. And then Ramsey gets the ball.
To be fair as well, he kicks Ramsey rather than nipping the other way around.
Yeah. Xavi Simons was been playing a little bit dirty so far. Honest, you know. And Spurs have a free kick. I don't know who's going to be delivering it for them. I mean, I was going to say Conor Gallagher of all people to deliver this. Looks to be either Xavi Simons. It's going to be Xavi Simons because he's stepping back and taking this. Rolls it. Receives it back. Played a crossover to the right. Dan Burn just managed to just push away with the player. Didn't quite win the ball, but Barnes now on the left. Plays it to Gordon, who was behind him. Gordon has to turn. Can play down the middle. Ramsey was wanting the ball. He does play it to him. Ramsey, Trippier. Where's Alanga? He's in the middle for some reason.
I think at the time the break, the way it worked, there was nobody there.
Trippier plays it back out to Chow. Alanga's slowly making his way there, which is good. You could maybe play a ball in to Chow there. Alanga there was a bit of a gap. Just them moments there, if you could spot it, if the player's just moving back, see a bit of gap. Oh, great ball to Trippier. Swung in, cleared away. Still in the air for Spurs. Alanga can't quite win it back. Just close down the space. Snatch it back from Spence. Gordon. Archie Gray, I think it is, back there. Barnes just applying a bit of pressure on him. Not able to win the ball back just yet. The referee's right there, so we can clearly see everything's all clean. I think Barnes got a poke in the eye. Looks like it, he's making it seem that way. Willock twists, turns. Ramsey stayed up well right there, but Spurs are just absolutely flying into these, trying to win the ball back. Ramsey, yellow card for Ramsey. It's a booking for Safa simulation.
Yeah.
Fair play. I was going to say, there's no way Ramsey.
No,
Oh, that's absolutely
Ramsey's
dirty.
pulled his legs back.
That's absolutely dirty. You're in front of the referee to do that. Yeah. So that's going to be, that's still our ball then, because the ref stopped it when Bruno had it. That's dirty, that. Diving from, And I'm hoping the Spurs fans were booing him. Because in a situation like this and your players are doing that, I don't care who you are. If it was Bruno doing that, I'd boo him. I would not.
I hate it when the players dive.
Yeah.
I don't see there's any reason for them to need to do it.
Langer, offside flag raised, I thought. Must went Burn, tried to flip it on. Not enough. I've got a hand this go.
There you go.
Yeah. Cleared away. Langer just managed to get a decent header, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it's a good half so far from Newcastle. Stronger possessional wise and trying to hold the ball up a bit more. A lot more pressure being put on the back line and the goalkeeper.
Bit of open space, but Botman.
Trippier, what a tackle!
Botman.
Oh, sorry, Botman.
Yeah.
It was just that left side. Yeah, no, that's.
8 attempts so far. We've not managed to get a goal.
Yeah, 42 minutes, nearly 43 minutes gone, 0-0. But Newcastle have been on top, and it's been good to see. It's about time we put a bit of a performance in a way.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's still 0-0, but at least it's.
I think there's just a moment where we managed to play it up there to the defence. We've got to snatch it from them.
Oh,
brilliant ball! Oh, Willock's there. Willock.
Oh, get in! Get in there!
What
Do you know what? I'd be just a bit worried he
might be
from an offside place.
I was going to say, why is he like striker? That's the one thing I'm worried about.
Get in there, big lad.
Shirtless already in this weather. Eddie Howe's not really looking too excited. I think he knows there might be an offside. I was like excited for Willock, but then I'm like, hang on a minute. He was quite in front of that back line.
Just the way he came across there. He could well be, listen, he might have.
He could be onside. Onside. He's well onside here. Still onside. Oh. Could be very tight. But it was a great finish. He cuts inside, takes the shot, and a goal like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're in the box, but you're not right in front of goal. Just shoot. Surely you're able to shoot like that, curl it in,
Yeah.
Just don't know why we don't do it as much, but brilliant goal from Willock. That's goal number 2 for him now this season. 1 against PSG, 1 against Spurs. I don't know if he scored against any other team so far, but he's doing good. I think this has got to be onside. There's 2 players that potentially could play him on. They are checking. They're checking for offsides. There's 2 players possibly playing him onside. I think he's onside there, just from the player nearest to him. That looks like he's just in front. This is very tight. We're not managing to see the lines. We'll only see whether it's onside or offside. They show them what they used to, now they don't. Is that really the only other camera angle they've got? It's very tight. If that's the only two camera angles they've got.
Looking
it's not
offside. Well, that it will be interesting to see what we can see and find out more with some lines being put up at half time. But for me, that just, I'm sorry, I think there's got to be a clear and obvious gap for it to be offside. When it's tight and so close like that, I think. But hey, I suppose this is the world we're in, isn't it? VAR and all that crap. But it was a good break by Newcastle, positive bit of play, and at the perfect time, right before half time.
Yeah.
There was 5 minutes of extra time added.
Breaking down the middle. Willock does a nice turn, can't quite get the ball out. Barnes, giving it away now. It's just a bit poor, really. Barnes could have easily played out. Oh, brilliant wins it back by Gordon. No way to Spurs. What? I don't know how that's a foul in Spurs. The tip of his head. Did he score with his head or what? How the hell were they able to see that on the lines? I'm sorry.
No.
With the camera angle, how were they able to tell that?
So his fingertips.
No, it's the top of his head. It was showing that it's the top of his head. He never scored with his head, so what does that matter? It should be if the foot or the body part, so if he scored with his left leg, if his left leg's offside or if his left foot is offside, it shouldn't be whether his head is slightly ahead of the defender. That is just bullshit.
But that's what I'm saying. It's got to the point where it's just, it's farcical. That is so tight.
That never impacts whether the defender was going to get to it or not. That's never impacting whether Willock was going to be able to get ahead of him or not. It doesn't matter whether his head was slightly in front of him.
No, it's
5 minutes at a time.
bizarre that they can give that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Good break here by the
Barnes.
Newcastle.
Ooh, cross it to Gordon.
Oh, that's a foul. Come on.
Ref. Yeah,
That's got to be a yellow card, surely. It's not a shoulder barge, it's a push.
That's disappointing for Willock. I think that should never. It
Well,
just sort of
it's-
ruins it for players, but also fans. The fact that it's just his forehead.
Yeah.
His forehead, not was partially offside. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's never impacting the speed of Willock getting past him. It's never impacting, nothing. How is fucking half the span of his forehead being offside affecting whether the defender can actually get past him or not? Or, block the chance. He even cuts inside, for God's sake, so he gives the defenders to actually, he gets back behind the defenders again. Manga, back to Willock. Willock swings one in. Header down. Oh,
that was over the line.
Yeah! Chow! Get in!
Get
That's
in.
not going to be offside now. Fucking get in there, you beauty.
It should be
On the
2-0.
50th minute. 1-0 and Malik Chow just beautiful. Have that. Have that, referees. Referees and VAR. Not pissed off at Spurs or anything like that.
No,
That's not
I'm not
Spurs'
blaming Spurs. The Spurs were not at fault
Spurs,
for the
no,
for the for the
or
for
even the
that.
first goal, or
But
even that. But
It should be 2-0.
yeah. Who actually headed it first when it was saved?
Yeah.
I think it was Byrne. Malik Chow
Here
again.
we
That's
go.
goal number 3 for him.
But again, look, you give him the opportunity to put a nice cross in.
Will Alanga, Willock with the assist. So
Yeah.
from a goal to an assist. Oh no, because it won't be. Oh, it was Chow
It
with,
was
the,
Chow,
with the
and
header,
then he's come back.
and then he's just stayed up. It's saved, and then basically, yeah. Well, Vicario can't really switch angles really.
No, I
He
think
saved it.
watch Gray's foot here. Oh no, it is Chow. It is Chow. He does beat it to it.
Beautiful. There we go.
So unless they're going to turn around and say that it's a foul, but I know they've kicked off, so
yeah, they can't now.
they can't now.
Well,
So it's
right on the span of half time,
Yeah.
the whistle's probably going to be blown maybe about now. I'm still upset that was given as offside. I really am. Oh, Pope just managed to comfortably get that. Botman did really well. Just quick from Xavi Simmons, really. Just absolutely just a good ball in and everything. Botman just did he won the ball. Yeah, beautiful. Really good challenge.
Yeah,
It's it's kind of dangerous doing it like that. If you get it wrong, it's easily a
Yeah.
penalty. But yeah, so referee's probably going to blow the whistle any point soon. Yeah, he's done it now. Should be 2-0.
It should be 2-0, but we'll.
Malik Chow sort of redeems it.
But it's a good first half from Newcastle.
Yes, that's
Much better play. Totally, I've got to say, totally dominant in that first half. It was turning around and saying it was marginally offside, but the touch to margins is a little bit of an understatement. Basically, the lad's forehead is what's thinking about. But no, for an away game for us, much better, and we're on the right side of the scoreline. Grandad Mountain won't be very happy. That might be why they went home today. Didn't want to think.
Everton beating Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that puts us ahead of Sunderland. Table. So if Sunderland lose to Liverpool, we stay ahead of them. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of it then. Let's see whether we have any more reasoning behind why somebody's tip of their forehead makes them offside. When I thought it had, I thought it was more had to be the body, the torso, but obviously not. Man United 0, West Ham 0.
See, I just watched my administration.
Wow.
Thanks for coming in. Let's be real.
There you go. Everything happening tonight. Horses on the cameras. Not that you can see them, guys. See if you can see them on there. No, you can see the horses. Mares looking for foaling. So we've got to keep an eye on those as well at the same time as watching the football. Could be worse. we could be losing. Hmm. So it'll be interesting to see whether Eddie decides he's going to bring anybody on early or whether he's going to leave it as it is and let this team carry on as they are and see if they can continue to hold off Tottenham and pick up a nice little win away from home. What does that do for us for the league now with the scores as they stand? So let's have a look. What's the other scores so far? We have Chelsea 1-0 against Leeds, Everton 1-0 against Bournemouth. The Man United game's only 13 minutes in, and that's 0-0. So the Premier League as it stands now would put us on 36 points. We stay in 9th, or we go up to 9th. It puts us on a good 36 points. Not a bad day's work if we can keep it that way. Leeds obviously not doing very well. We're losing 1-0 at the moment. That's having them in 16th, only 5 points off the relegation. But West Ham have been picking up games and points of late, so make things different. Nothing. There you go.
Pretty crazy how Haaland's on 21 goals so far this season.
Yeah.
Still, and we haven't really heard much of it.
No.
So, 9th is good, 36 points. If Liverpool wins, that puts them up to 41, which puts them ahead of their rivals, Everton. Everton, who are currently winning, by the way. Everton
Everton turned it around. Really have done.
But yeah, and then another win, depending on how obviously, well, how Brentford do in their game, how Liverpool do and whatnot. A win puts us on 39. What is the goal difference? Goal difference is 0. So we would stay the same, but in the same spot whether we win. Even if we win the next game, we're going to stay the same against Brentford and Liverpool. But it's not too bad of a position, really. You know, if we have a good run of form, it's only needed to be 3 wins worth of matches to be, 5th.
I know that's the frustrating thing about it, is that we're having a fucking terrible run.
Yeah.
In that respect, but we're still there.
It's a bit nuts how again, for the second season in a row, Spurs are not even in the top 10.
No.
They're on 29 points. Leeds are losing. If Leeds, for some reason, managed to turn it round, they would be on 32 points. So that would put Tottenham down to 16th. If Forest somehow won their next game, that will put them on 29th. But goal difference for Forest is terrible. So, you know, it's all West Ham. You know, if Tottenham keep losing, if West Ham somehow beat Man United, that puts them on 27, which puts them ahead of Forest. So, really, Tottenham, Leeds, Forest, West Ham. It's a battle between all of them at the minute. There's literally only 5 points between them. Burnley and Wolves. Wolves are fucked.
Yeah.
Wolves are 16 points. So basically, you know, they're fucked. They're not going to be able to get out of the bottom. Burnley, unfortunately, are pretty much screwed as well, unless they have a generational run. Even if they did, they have to rely on the likes of West Ham, Forest, and Leeds continuing to fail. You know, just with again quite a big gap.
Yeah.
And then I mean the top is divided by 11 points between 5th and 1st, and then from 6th to, well, let's say 12th, 6th to 12th. I mean, look at that, 6 points.
Yeah.
2 games. Anything can happen in 2 games. Everton could have 2 bad games, which could be unfortunate.
Yeah.
And Bournemouth could have 2 great games. I know they're losing right now, but Bournemouth could have 2 great games. Bournemouth would go up to 6th.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a battle in the midfield, really, at the minute. But hopefully this is the start of a turnaround.
Well, it would be nice to. The fact that it's away, I'm actually more chuffed with the performance so far. With it being away, and that I'd have felt a little bit better if it was tuna,
Yeah.
just because of how we are.
That's wrong. Google says Newcastle United FC founded 1881. We're not founded in 1882. Why is it off by a year? Founded. 1881. 1892. Hang on. Oh, is it because the merged? We obviously merged, so its roots trace back to Stanley Football Club in 18. Okay, fair enough. But officially, 1892.
Yeah.
Now 1982. Jesus, it's a bit of a. Not what PSG. We're not PSG. Yeah, I want to have a look at stats of Willock so far this season compared to some of his other ones. Joe Willock, here you go. Stats. So, really, that should be an assist. But where was it beforehand? They don't go back that far for some reason. Don't know why it doesn't. It's wrong. So yeah, should be an assist in the Premier League. We go show overall. Okay, overall points really. It's gonna be.
We're not getting any let up, are we, in the matches?
What do you mean?
Well,
Yeah, when he first signed for us, he scored 8 goals in 21 games as a centre mid. And then from then on, it's just been a slow decline, but hopefully gonna have a bit of change. Maybe we're not having any let up.
well, we're not going to have. We've got no let up in the games. You know,
No.
we.
The thing is, the games beforehand where we've been struggling, really, they're the games that we should have actually been winning.
Well, we got Aston Villa on Saturday. That's in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Then we got Karabakh. And then a week Saturday we got Man City away.
Mm.
Then Karabakh return leg.
Yeah.
Then the Saturday the 28th again. It's Everton.
Yeah.
4th of March, then it's Man United. Then we have 10 days break, which is needed, and we've got Chelsea,
Yeah.
and then 8 days, and then it's Sunderland.
Mm. No,
So
no, Callum Wilson on the bench. I was going to say, I'd love it if it would be West Ham beat Man United. Don't let the 5-game win streak happen, and that's because it's Callum Wilson.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird seeing Everton that high up. It's cool to see, though, you know, someone different up there, as always. But literally, yeah, beating Bournemouth, beat Fulham, drew against Brighton, drew against Leeds, beat Villa, we're going to Premier League, drew against Wolves, lost to Brentford, beat Forest. So, you know, they've been sort of different between matches. Beat Man United, they beat a few teams, and they've only had a few off games, really. And they're doing quite well. It's still 0-0 between Man United and West Ham. That was the later kickoffs of the game.
Well, if they draw tonight, Man United and West Ham, does that mean that the winning 5 in a row has to start back from?
Yeah.
So your man could still not get his hair cut.
It has to be a win. It can't be a draw. It has to be a win, and that guy is desperate for a haircut. Yeah, no, it can't be a draw, which is a bit of a harsh rule, but, you know, it is to win 5 games in a row, you know.
Yeah.
If it was getting be unbeaten in 5 games in a row, and that I think they've done that a few times, you know, unbeaten at least. They've had, under Amarin, they had a few draws and whatnot. It'd be a cruel thing where it's just, line clearance for West Ham, and Man United nearly did score. It'd be annoying, 4 wins in a row and you just draw against West Ham, and you have to start all over again. I mean, for the club, it's not bad, having a draw still, but, for his haircut, it's not really.
I bet he's got. Do you think he's got his clippers oiled, ready for the final? Just in case he's got time to get his old Barnet cut.
Yeah, well, we'll keep up to date on that again, because that was a later kickoff. I mean, I hope for the sake of him just getting a haircut, I want to see Man United win, just to see him have a haircut. But do I really care if Man United win?
No.
No. Not really.
Well,
it'd be nice. No,
second half.
It'd be nice to see a sort of a successful manager under Carrick, because I think him. It's nice to always see someone who's played for a club and become to manage them doing well, but no, not fully too much. Yeah, it is always nice to see him happening, especially since it's been a few years since the Fergie era.
Yeah.
Now that's someone who used to play for them, coming in managing them, so he kind of gets the passion of the fans and what the club's about. Bruno crosses it back to Barnes. Running around, swung it in, headed away. Poor from Barnes, really poor.
Well, we had an
opportunity to make that 2-0 within the
2-0.
first minute, but Barnes just doing too much. Ramsey, brilliant opportunity for Gordon. Loses it at his feet. Goal kick. And again, another good effort, really.
Yeah.
So and it looks like we've stepped out the doors to the same way we played.
Yeah, well, that makes a change, because that's normally we fucking.
Top scoring defenders in the Premier League, Malik Chow with 4. He scored 4. It's fair enough to him. It's good that he's got that goal again. I think he just wants to his confidence with a bit, and he's doing good defensively. Alanga, foul in the box. That's a penalty, surely. That's surely a penalty. Referee. We win the ball back. Ref does let advantage play, to be fair. He didn't blow for it. Trippier. Alanga flicks it back to Trippier. It's intercepted. Surely VAR can look at this and go, this should be a penalty. There's no way that that's not. Alanga's trying to win the ball. Chow beautifully wins the ball back. And Barnes with a beautiful turn. The play. Oh, Joe Willock. Oh, good defending, but Willock's managing to keep it at his feet. Gordon cuts in the middle, tries to take a shot. Corner. Right. Referee.
Referee, we need to have a look at this.
VAR.
Oh, what an absolute stormer of a start to the second
Alanga,
half.
here we go. Alanga. No. Mm. It's a bit
It's
light.
a bit weak. It is a bit
It's
weak.
a bit weak. Yeah.
It looked worse from the other side.
Yeah, the other side, but when you see it, there's barely any.
It's a
contact.
cracking start from Newcastle in the second
Again.
half, putting pressure on from the get-go.
Yeah, again.
And
Corner kick from Bruno.
let's hopefully get past the first man, Bruno, for a change.
Oh!
Oh,
Is that. No, Ramsey. I thought it was Chow
corner
again.
as well.
Corner. Able to go for unnoticed. Fresh. Oh, it's just Chelsea. I thought we were going to say 1-0. But no. Chelsea. So still all the same for the scorelines.
Shot was on target.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Again, that's another opportunity. 11 corners now in this game. We're having corners galore. Oh, Ramsey with a header. Willock can have a chance. Penalty! Surely a penalty there. That's got to be a penalty, referee. Oh, man. Well, whether it is or not when you look at a close-up, but surely there's got to be a check on this. There's no way. Oh, beautiful from what's that? Bruno. Ref. No. No. Good chance from Ramsey again. Willock gets the ball, has the ball.
he
Kicked
just
there.
kicked,
He kicked him
kicked
there.
his foot away.
Oh, man. Brilliant.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck off.
ref. Ball was rolling. I don't understand the ball rolling. I mean, it makes sense. You blow the whistle and you have to stop playing and they just continue doing it. But
We really do want some.
oh, one back, beautiful here. Oh, Gordon just could not win the ball at all there. Poor Spurs breakaway here. On the left-hand side, Trippier shot way over the bar from Tell. But again, great break. And Ramsey's desperate for a goal. He's really trying his hardest, Ramsey.
Yeah.
And to be fair, so is Joe Willock. He's really trying. I don't know how that was that he flipped his foot. Willock again. Willock's doing really good. You know, he's managing to hold up well despite getting a clobber of feet, you know, around him and whatnot. Hope kicking this. It's gone way left. Dan Burn couldn't quite get it even. It just dropped right at the end, really. So, oh, Ramsey, beautiful, beautiful Ramsey. Free kick to be taken here. So Burn looks to be taking this. I mean, Conor Gallagher, I'm sorry, you know, you can't be making a face. You just got beaten there, fair and square. But, oh, Pope's taking this, is it? Yeah. Fucking hell. Pope, you best be having your running legs on. As soon as you boot this, you better get back in your goal. The Spurs are going to get this back quite instantly. Played over. Ooh, Barnes can keep this in. Does. Under a bit of pressure. Plays it back. Burn. Oh.
It's a nice little
Nice
intricate idea,
opportunity,
but
but yeah.
not quite on the same wavelength. A good strong 5 minutes from Newcastle in this first part of the second half. Again, nice bit of push and pressure on the keeper and the defence.
One back by Burn, but get up. Callaghan
Ricochet
still has
got
it.
Ricochet
With
going
Archie
the wrong
Gray.
way.
Still running in. Shot played in. Oh! Skies it. Chavi Simmons.
Tell.
Oh, tell. I saw the 7. I didn't see
Yeah,
the 1.
yeah, no, tell. They look very similar with their haircut. And then it was a very fortunate ricochet for Tottenham to come away with the ball there, really.
Yeah.
I think Dan Burn had got the tackle in, and it was just unfortunate.
Yeah, Archie Gray does a good run. Yeah, Sky. Very unfortunate. So, hopefully a better goal kick from Pope. Drops it quite late again. I'm sorry, is that not a foul on Dan Burn?
There's 3 of them claiming it.
Yeah, no. Oh, Barnes as well. Now distribute it.
Oh, what a ball.
Langer.
Langer
It's a
pace.
foul, surely.
A little dig it.
Yeah.
Dig there.
Handball, no. Oh, Barnes just gave up on that opportunity, didn't he? Didn't even bother putting a foot in. Spurs just knocking it once or twice. Pope with a good save. Chow boots it away. Spurs come running back again, but it's bad ball. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a foul. Thank you, referee. How we thought he was going to get away with that, I don't know. Good save from Pope.
First one he's had to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Good one. Pope's going to take his time with this goal kick. Try and be a bit more accurate, Pope, please, with this, you know. It's already so OTCs. I mean, there was saying on the radio beforehand that a lot of times are just protesting, especially with the ticket prices, you know, the performances of the games, and how many events you have at the stadium, and you still still ask players for people to pay this much money, you know, and then also when you bring in a new manager, he only manages to make 2 signings, you know. It's like, that's why people are protesting. I mean, rightfully so, you know. I get it's a London club and it's a nice stadium and it's Spurs and, you know.
Well, it's a beautiful stadium.
It's a really nice stadium. Me and you went there and it was nice, but for the team's performances and then also how much the new manager is able to spend, especially after winning the European season, you know, only making 2 signings, you know, and then they're playing bad and what, you know, fans have every right to protest, you know. You'd expect the team to be doing a lot better, or you know, at least a bit more something. But we seem to just be sort of holding on a back line here. We sort of
The Spurs have just come back in it this last couple of minutes, and they're just. If you want to turn that the other way, Rob, I think it's just stand it up. That's it. We've just. Well, I wouldn't say we took the foot off the ball. They've just Spurs have maybe just stepped up a little bit.
2-0 to Chelsea.
Oh right.
And it was didn't say for some reason. Cole Palmer.
That's 4 in 2 games, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the last game he had a hat trick of penalties.
They were all penalties.
Yep.
Right.
Hat trick of penalties.
I know he's got two. I thought was penalties. Didn't I?
All 3 of them.
I didn't realise all 3 were. Is it still 0-0 with West Ham?
Still 0-0. It would be so unfortunate for that guy with the haircut. If it's a draw, you know. We've managed to make it all this way, and well, underway, still in the box. Flicked on, Botman manages to get it in the air. Awkward control. Willett can snatch this. He does. Can't play it quite out. I mean, Spurs are just flying in kicks here. Doesn't matter who they hit, whatever it is, as long as they get the ball. Because they're just sort of trying to be desperate to get the ball here. And I mean, you know, they've not had much. Pope with a good throw.
Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky. I like it when he does his throws more. His throws seem to be a lot more accurate. But Spurs have it again. They just seem to be very quick breaking forward, and I just think if we're able to just maybe get the ball back and hold a bit more possession. Bruno, beautiful foul. No free kick given, or is he given a free kick? And it's a beautiful flip by Bruno. Cole Palmer. It's a penalty again for Cole Palmer. Jesus Christ, how many penalties are they going to be giving Chelsea? Well, I'm not saying that is anything like that.
And we can't even win we can't get one.
So that's still. So yeah, Spurs 15th on 29. It is very tight between 15th and 18th. Even Brighton, Palace, all that it's tight, but I think 19th and 20th is pretty clear.
Oh,
Burn.
Danny.
That's going to be could be a red card. No, it's a yellow card. Okay. Dan Burn just full on went into that. Yellow card for Dan Burn. Very, very strong. Everton 1-1 against Bournemouth. So who scored for Bournemouth? Ryan. I fucking knew it.
You know what? We should have, but we tried to buy him.
Do you not remember the notes?
Yeah, you were.
And we did not buy
You
him.
didn't buy him, and he's scored 3 now. Hasn't he?
Yeah, scored 2 or 3. And it's a piss take.
Yeah.
We were looking at him for months. He scored again. It's a joke.
And they bought him for way less than we were offering.
Yeah, I know.
That's what
We
really
didn't
annoys
even
me.
offer. We didn't even offer. We just walked away. Pretty sure. We just walked away after they said, "Oh, well, we're interested in selling him." We just said no. Flected in around, but Trippier can't quite header it away. He's the smallest one. Can flick it to Willock, but it's going to go out of play.
I was going to say, even Lalanga, I think, would have maybe
struggled.
Now, Willock's not slow, is he?
No.
He's rapid enough.
Yeah, Spurs free throw in. So Spurs do have it again. We're just sort of letting them have it a little bit. I think we just need an opportunity to win the ball back and just slow down momentum.
We really could just do with
shift
holding it for a couple of minutes.
Take the momentum out of it and take the sting out of Spurs' front line.
Yeah.
Ramsey can't quite get the ball. I'm sorry, ref. Why would you blow for a free kick when he's still got the ball? Spurs take this free kick. Goes out of play. So throw into Newcastle. Very poor from Spurs. So Spurs have it again with their back line. I didn't see how the throwing went. Probably was poor for us again, because it always is. Our throw-ins.
Yeah.
And with Spurs goalkeeper Vicario. And boots it upfield, headed. Elanga can control it. Shift it to Gordon. Gordon has players on the right. I think it's Willock or Elanga swung in.
That
Way.
was fucking terrible
That was
by
Willock.
Willock.
Very poor.
Fair enough. He put his hand up straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, it was way too much power on that. But you can't fault him because he's been brilliant for for most of other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, just very poor cross there. I mean, it's very just high and very, 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 very poor. But Burn quite high up. Oh, could be intercepted by Elanga. It is. Free kick here because he should have really.
He should have. I think he's given a yellow card.
Yellow,
If it
yeah.
wasn't,
Elanga
He might
Elanga
have
does
played
really
it.
good there, using his pace to get back, snatch the ball. Beautiful. Oh, that is a bit hard, that is a hard tackle. That is a hard tackle. But Elanga did good. Free kick, so it slows down the momentum of the game and allows us to just maybe have another opportunity and try and turn it on our favour again, because they've just sort of been a bit more on it. Spurs. So Trippier to take this, could hopefully swing this in quite nicely. He's pointing to the side of his head like that, so hopefully that's something planned that we can execute quite nicely. Burn couldn't get it, and now Spurs have it. Whatever it was not delivered right. Spurs, Barnes couldn't quite get the ball. He can maybe hold up Gallagher here. He does, manages to block the crossing. Ramsey has it, plays it back to Barnes. Barnes back to Ramsey. Ramsey, just boot this, please. Burn. Gordon kept it in. Someone should have just booted it out of play. Crossed into the box. Trippier flicks it away for a corner to Spurs. Really poor, really, there. If Barnes was facing the right way, he could have just booted it up, but he didn't. Ramsey flicked it to Burn. Burn really could have booted. Burn usually does that. He flicks it on, but he did not clear it, really. So a corner to Spurs. We've just got to be quite careful here. 11 corners for us. This is Spurs' first corner in the 63rd minute. And please just defend this well, lads. Swung in, headed down and in. Great. First corner for Spurs, immediately concede. We have 11. We don't get one. Well, Paul, once again, 11 corners, we don't score from any of them. So, is there any sort of foul on anybody here? I'm sorry, number 37, is he not blocking Pope? Is the number 37 not blocking Pope? Is that, yeah, surely that's blocking Pope, no? They are suggesting something. Pope backs into, okay, yeah, great. Oh, man. Poor defending from a set piece once again. We could have 100 and Spurs would score with one. Just happened to be. Barnes now running in. Then stops. Swung in. Way over everybody. Trippier now. Oh, we're chasing a goal again, which never goes well. Trippier swings one in. Doesn't go to anybody. Gordon shot way over the bar. Absolutely piss poor. Wasted a chance. Oh, corner, really? Didn't look like it. It looked like it just swung and missed. Bournemouth have made it 2-1. And Leeds have scored for against Chelsea. So Mecca scores for Leeds. And who scored again for Bournemouth? Adley. So Adley has scored. It's still 0-0 between Man United and West Ham. It might be half time now at this point. Just start. Come on, Bruno. This is corner number 11 for us. Swung in by Bruno. Headed down. Ramsey couldn't get the flick onto the goal. Back with Willock. Willock to Bruno. Swings it over the top. Headed in. Chance for a shot. Spurs break away quickly here now. Trippier. Yeah, simulation for Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons has actually been booked for simulation. He tried to get... really? That should be a red because he's trying to get Trippier.
Yeah.
That's because that would be a red card for Trippier if that's actually the case. Barnes... yeah, tried to take a volley, but... could that be a penalty? No, it won't be. Shots weren't even taken. Yeah, again, yellow card. 2 yellow cards for simulation Spurs. It's quite nuts. Right. Trippier free kick. Bit poor. Headed down. Barnes again with a shot. Willock. that not a foul from Simmons? Spurs break away again now. Oh, intercepted beautifully by Alanga. Oh, boys, come on. Come on, boys. Focus here. Right, Barnes. Play it to Gordon. Gordon cutting through. There's no one quite there. He's got Burn on the left. Gordon makes it more uncomfortable. Ramsey!
Yes!
Jacob Ramsey! You
It's his
beauty!
first. Is that his
Oh, is it Barnes? No, that's... Yeah, it's Jacob Ramsey. I told you. Gets his first goal. He's been begging for it all game, and he gets it. Fucking beautiful. And do you know what? I was saying, what is Gordon doing in that run-up? I thought he should have played it to Burn. Beautiful. And your man's got his shirt off again. Beautiful. Get in there. Get in there. Just pressure. Beautiful from Jacob Ramsey. Absolutely love that kid. Really do. Come on. Let's have a look at this again. So Alanga intercepts it nicely. Pope plays this out. Trippier, Ramsey's all the way there, so there's no one offside there. Willock's still on the floor. He's not impacting play. He's now eventually offside. Barnes, Gordon cuts round, turns, plays it through. Onside. Everybody's onside. Just flicks it. Beautiful. Everybody's onside in that movement. And it just taps it in. I think the bounce from the floor actually helps, to be fair. So it's 2-1. Get in there. Come on. That's. I'm glad now. Alanga, Ramsey, and although it was disallowed, Willock. Them getting the goals is what's needed.
Yeah.
They need to get goals. They just need a bit of confidence. I think Tonali might come on for Willock here because that tackle you saw, it took him a while to get up. Spurs making a triple substitution. So that's substitution number 4 for them now.
Yeah.
So they're only allowed one more after this. We've made none. So if we wanted to, you know, if we did it now, we could bring on Tonali maybe. We could, for Willock, just to let Willock have a bit of a rest. Although, to be fair, if he wants to keep playing, allow him to. If we wanted to maybe bring on Visser or Baltamada for Gordon, can. Or even Asula. We've got fresh legs. Or even Jacob Murphy, you know, just for the, like, maybe let Trippier... Oh, foul already for some reason. Dragusin with Barnes. What's this going to be? Dragusin. Okay. He's not already on a booking, Dragusin, I don't think. Gordon. I mean, what is that? Is that really actually anything on Gordon, if I'm completely honest? Not entirely sure. Is his boot broken? Or is he just taking his shoe off?
No,
Taking the sock off. That's a sock. Oh, that's a weird boot. That's good. Right, free kick here apparently. I think it's a bit
body
strange.
checked him, but he was
It's a bit strange, really.
He's lucky because, to be fair,
I don't really think Gordon. I don't know what Gordon was doing there. We win a free kick, a bit sneakily though. Gordon with a volley, goes high. So it ended. Oh, 2-2. Leeds have made it 2-2. Okafor equalises for Leeds. So Chelsea.
that's what we.
Oh no, it might have just been disallowed. No, it would have been.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah. And still 0-0 for Man United, but I think it's half time. Yeah, half time. So they're probably going to step out for the second half in about 10, 15 minutes. Not 10 minutes, probably like, 5, 10 minutes. Ooh, nearly from Ramsey, but we have it again. Gordon now. Just needs someone there. That's a foul, referee, and a free kick. It's clear and obvious it's a free kick. I don't know why they're complaining. You pull him down. Right. A better delivery. Just put a bit of pressure on. Take a shot. Trippier's going to take this. Trippier's saying something. Maybe that Eddie Howe's going to bring a change on, and Eddie's just saying, "Wait, just a minute. Let me take this." Trippier plays it over the top. It's a bit poor. It's still headed on. Oh, still in the air. Botman surely can win this. He doesn't. Willock turns, boots it up in the air. Oh, he just sliced it, really. Oh, beautiful from Willock. Oh, come on. Come on.
He obviously just caught in that.
Yeah. Substitutions. I think we're going to make... Oh, yeah, he just sort of kind of clipping Willock. So is there substitutions being made? No. Okay. Thought there were substitutions being made. Eddie might not make some substitutions, I don't know, or he might save it till later on in the game.
Maybe. But sometimes he goes with putting 2 and 3 subs, four subs on.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I think that's the wrong way.
Just do it
Because
once.
you're getting too many players coming on.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
up to the pace.
Crossed in. Oh!
Well, that was
That's a foul. That's a foul on Trippier, surely. Well, I think that should have been disallowed if that's a goal, because that's a clear and obvious foul on Trippier. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a foul on Trippier.
Yeah.
But it goes wide anyway, so... Murphy, yeah, it's only just the one, and who is it? 20, Alanga. Alanga for Jacob Murphy. Okay, well, it's a good game from Alanga. Oh, and Tonali, so he's making 2.
Might take off Willock.
Murphy, Willock, Ramsey. Really? I would have said Willock from... Well,
Well,
I want both of them to stay on, but we're just with the bit of an issue with his foot. I would have said Willock come up, but Ramsey scored. That's all that matters. I'm happy he did. Tonali.
yeah, he's got his
He's
goal.
got a score. Come on, Tonali.
He's got his goal, which he
Yeah.
needs. So
Tonali really needs a goal or an assist, really.
supposedly the rumor being rumour, could be mean nothing, but supposedly he's admitted to the club he's homesick, wants to go back to Italy. So they've supposedly said yes, but only for offers over 80 million.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair enough if you're homesick, but we literally supported him through thick and thin when he...
Well, this is when he was banned.
Yeah. And I mean, he did return it because he played phenomenally well when we won the cup. But it's like, can you at least honour the contract you signed and stay till then? And then we'll do it instead of going for that amount of money, just stay for the contract, and then we can let you go for, you know, cheaper even if you wanted to. Oh, we can actually see the goal for this one for some reason. Bounce it in. So yeah, Leeds getting a goal, that helps them on the table just the tiniest amount. So Leeds looking like a side that could potentially stay up in the Premier League.
Yeah.
West Ham, Burnley and Wolves. West Ham with the big stadium they've got getting relegated. You think, well, Tottenham or Forest even, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, but look at Nottingham Forest last season.
And throw-in to be taken by Newcastle. We do, again, it's just a poor one, and we've immediately
The
lost
thing is, we
it.
won it, but then there was nobody winning,
No.
looking for the second ball.
No,
I've said this at every game.
yeah, we just are poor with it. And again, we bought a new set-piece coach to be with us, but it's not really shown that he's actually of any use for us. Set-piece coach, you know, we've not really had any excellence. Bar maybe the 1 or 2 times the ball's been crossed in for a corner, but I just think that's just different players' instincts,
Yeah.
really. I mean, Bruno going for the corner goal all the time. He's just doing that. He tries to do that all the time now, Bruno. I just think that's because he knows he can do it. He might keep trying. Still half time for Man United West Ham. Jesus.
Oh, what a tackle! What a fucking tackle
It
that
was that wild, wasn't it?
Oh.
So Willock now turns, slips a little bit, and he's lost the ball. Unfortunate. Oh, wins it back, but Gordon does well to recover. That's a tug on Bruno. Bruno stays up well. And a throw into Newcastle. Really good from Bruno to just stay up, really. He was being tugged back. He could easily just have gone to the floor and it would have been a free kick. Right, boys. Better throw in, right? That's because we're pretty much in our own half. We just... Bruno rolls it out to Dan Burn. Barnes. Burn just falling for it, but couldn't really find a space or gap to play it to him. Bruno plays it out to Trippier on the right. Trippier to Murphy on the right. And swing one in. Ooh, deflected. Going to be a corner most likely. Oh no, it's not. It's going to be kept in. But Gordon fighting to get something. It's going to be a throw into Spurs. Well, we should just be holding that position, not letting them have the throw in here. Villa, FA Cup. I hope we get through the next stage. We can't just not have a cup run. Oh, Griffin Bruno. Oh, couldn't quite win it again. Oh, he's won that though. Beautiful. He didn't need to dive in really. And a throw into Newcastle. Bruno's shouting handball for something. I mean, we want throwing Bruno. I don't think it matters too much. Spurs absolutely furious that apparently the throw-in was not given to them. You know, they're just looking at hoping something's given just to maybe have a chance of a goal. Is the second half kicked off now? No, still have time. I mean, they kicked off at 8:15, but I'm thinking now they'd be
9:15 should be the.
so in 2 minutes.
But it all depends on
how much
added time they have.
So throwing on the other side, Dan Burn. We've just sort of been a bit slow on the break since the second goal. We've not really had much attacking movements. Burn just lost sight of where the ball was. Tonali struggled there. Murphy trying, shot deflected, corner. Another corner for Spurs. I swear to fuck here, boys. Defend this better. Takes the shot. Good from Chow. Nearly went in, to be fair, even though it was deflected. Come on, boys. Better defensively from this corner. So, Pope. Just try and protect the keeper, really, because Van de Ven is just trying to block Pope. Flicked in. Pope punches away. Still bouncing, but... Oh! Beautiful for Gordon. Vicario kicks it out. If we can control this and boot it, yeah. Well, we need to really control this ball. Imagine Tonali didn't header it. He just played it, and the keeper was so far out. You could just shoot it. Oh, Murphy, beautiful. Bruno, foul, free kick. Beautiful. Just legs go flying in to win the ball here from Spurs. Beautiful from Murphy, though. He does win the ball back nicely. Where is it? There. That moment, he wins it back. He just falls. Now it's just what it is. And then, yeah, Bruno coming in, just helping with it. Free kick for... No, yellow card for someone on the bench, I think. Who? Man with a beanie. What's the point in giving them a yellow card, if I'm completely honest? I really don't get it. Maybe the managers, but whoever's looking at a laptop out there, it's just a joke. Right. Burn. Oh, sliced it. That's alright. Xavi Simons is just... Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Murphy. Play that in between. Okay, he plays it to Burn. Beautiful. Barnes is on the left. It's a bit of a heavy one for Burn, if I'm completely honest. Made it a bit awkward for Barnes, but he's not under too much pressure at the minute. Rolls it to Bruno. It's a very wet pitch. You can see the ball sort of just struggling a bit when it's on the floor. I think that's why it's always been bouncing up in the air. Poor from Trippier there. Very poor. Given away. Oh, one back by Chow.
The fucking backheel by
backheel
Chow.
by Chow. And now Solanke, I think it is. Still trying. Oh, fucking hell. Spurs just giving plenty of space. Crossed in the box. Headed away by Botman. Sliced away by Murphy when there was no need, I don't think. Played back to Vicario. To drag us in.
Yeah, it's got a bit scrappy all of a sudden.
Yeah. And we just got to sort of take this thing out. We need to grid opportunity ourselves here. Good turn from Gray, but snatched by Burn beautifully and played over the top to Tonali. Right, make a run, boys. Tonali, beautiful. Just loses it easily. Could have made a pass, he didn't. He held on to it. Now here we go. Kolo Muani. Beautiful from Bruno, I think it is. Bruno again. Just holding him up. Sneakily played in here. Spurs just playing it round the edge. Be unlucky that Spurs could get one in, you know. Bruno sticks his foot in. Brilliant. Now, break away. Baller. Why clear it away that much? I don't think there's a need. Just play it to Murphy and let Murphy just sprint with it at least. If he loses it, then fair enough. But just not clear it away instantly. It didn't actually really allow us to get that much forward. Archie Gray on that side. Just crosses it in. Pope catches nicely. Right. Just slow it down and have possession for this break. Not trying to boot it forward so quick. Voltamada coming on. Might look like Lewis Hall's coming on just near the end. I'd say for Trippier, if I'm honest, because Trippier sort of just struggled the last few minutes. If I'm completely honest. It's just, he hasn't really made any decent ping balls to Murphy or anybody. Spurs have it again, even though we had a goal kick. Well, not a goal kick, but you know, Pope had it, and it's just Pope pick it up for fuck's sake. There you go. Right. That's delivery, boys. Pope! Fucking Jesus Christ. Nearly got it snatched by Solanke if he wasn't paying attention. God, I was nervous there. Burn couldn't quite stretch a leg in. Still with us, though. Burn. Just boot it up. Boot it up. Okay, rolls it down to Barnes. Tonali. Oh, my God. Get Tonali off.
Tonali is just
Shocking.
It's just unbelievably how
Yeah,
poor he is playing at the moment.
really poor, Tonali. Sorry, really poor. And if he...
You've taken Ramsey off to
Yeah,
put him on, and
Yeah.
and Ramsey was doing so much better.
yeah. He was...
I tell you, for me, he's playing an absolute fucking blinder. Is Bruno today?
Yeah, Bruno's doing
he's.
really good.
I know he's playing it, kicking it away and getting.
We're just playing it. We're really hot. They could just easily snatch it here. We're parked the bus. That's what we're trying to do, isn't it? That's what we're trying to do. Played in Pope. Right. Beautiful, boys. Some Spurs fans leaving. I mean, I get, a little bit of protest 'cause how bad it is, but you're still only a goal. There's only a goal between it. Stay. Right. Ball played over the top for Spurs. Can it be kept in? It is. Swung in. Hopefully shouldn't be kept in by Kolo Muani. He struggles. He does manage to keep it in, but Tonali has this now. Wins a free kick. So nicely done. I don't know why he's homesick. Newcastle's just as beautiful as Italy. Ooh,
Standard is killing.
yeah. Baltimore coming on for Willock now. Okay. So Gordon's probably still gonna.
Oh, Anderson's coming up.
Asula. Oh, big up Asula. Go on, lads. I think he scored. Did he against Spurs in the cup? Didn't Baltimore scored? Was it twice or was it also Asula? I want Asula to get a goal, and he needs a goal. Baltimore, if I'm honest. He just really wants to. So if Gordon's, Gordon off. So Asula, I'm guessing, is probably midfielder, unless he does it Asula striker. No, Baltimore striker, Asula as 10. Possibly. Then Barnes and Murphy. Unless he does it Baltimore as a 10 for some fucking reason. Won by Burn beautifully. Murphy couldn't get it. Trippier manages to somehow get it. Murphy. Oh, Voltamada pulled back. Why play it to Voltamada? You know he struggles. Oh, Bruno just absolutely sacrifices it there. Yellow card. And Bruno's down now.
As soon as he stretched,
Yeah.
there, look, he's
Ooh.
gone straight away, yeah, out.
Yeah. So yellow card for Bruno now. He's down now, but it's just going to be added on to the end. So, Man United losing 1-0.
Get in there!
Suchek has scored.
Get in there!
It's not good for Man United.
It's great news for Man United, and I can't wait to see your young man's face when he's not getting his haircut.
So, Tottenham 16th because Leeds have managed to pull it back against Chelsea. So,
And West Ham have
if
picked up
if Forest win their next game, Forest have to win by fucking 14 goals basically.
Yeah.
At least. Oh yeah, so. If Leeds could get a fucking goal, it would make it a bit more better for a gap ahead. So, yeah,
It's
not good that Bruno. Is he coming? Is he actually fully coming up?
Paul's coming on.
Okay, not a good sign. Not a good sign. Well, Paul coming on is not too bad, but not really. I think Paul was going to come on anyway, but I don't think that was a substitution that was going to be made. I think it'll be Trippier in the midfield. 6 minutes. Fucking hell, boys. Just hold on for 6 minutes. I know he'll get snatched again. We always concede late. It's just bound to happen. If we could get another goal, it would be lovely. But I just know our luck it will be that. Oh. They're still dropping the ball. Long throw in for Spurs. Please, for the love of God, don't fucking lose this. For Barnes, breaking. Surely you can spot someone there. You can't. You didn't spot him. That's. Was it Barnes? 18. Who the hell's number 18? Oh, Sula. I was like, who the hell's number 18? It was Sula. Surely he could have spotted the guy in the middle, but he didn't. Spurs still having it. Tonali's just got to wake up, surely, at some point. Because, Spurs down the middle here. Again, just a bit of a gap, but just got to defend this well enough. Maybe get a break, counter attack goal if we play our cards right. Just don't go flying into tackles. Don't break open the gap too much. Murphy, turn. Oof. Did Tonali want to bother jumping? Tonali still has it foul and skied over the goal by Van der Ven. So, better goal kick, hopefully. Oof. Wow, very, very lucky there, you know. He managed to keep it down. That's just going to curl into the top left corner. Scored hat-trick and Spurs 4-2 win versus Newcastle, December 1994.
Teddy Sheringham, yeah.
Come on, boys. Good goal kick from Pope. Just hold a bit of an attacking movement just for a minute. Just to take the game towards the end. Brilliant. Someone in the middle there. Didn't see anybody. Great ball, well done. Great scanning. He's just taking it to the corner flag. Corner. Is it? Or a goal
Come
kick?
off for Sula.
Ah. The Spurs take this quick now. Sula taking charge at Van der Ven. Murphy, and hopefully, if he holds this up, Murphy is nice. Manages to do so well, to be fair. Voltamada just charging in. Drag us in. Spurs just playing it round the back. We could just intercept it here. Oh, Hall nearly did. He slips. Moani. Burn holding him up, wins. Spurs win a throw in, but again, just slowing down momentum is all that needs to be done here. Is it full time against Chelsea? 98th minute is currently out for Chelsea. Oh, it's full time. There you go. Chelsea 2-2. Bournemouth, is it full time? Yeah, it's full time. Right. I missed it, but who booted it away?
I didn't see it, Rob. I was just looking at these mares, mate.
Ball played over the top by Spurs. Gonna go out for a goal kick to Newcastle.
So we've got a minute to go of regulation time, injury time, unless the referee adds any more.
You probably might just for goal kicks, or if anybody was down or whatnot. I think Spurs are taking it quickly so that they're so late, you know, it's shouldn't be too much added on. They're walking away, you know. I really hope they don't, but you never know. They can always still snatch it, but they're all.
Listen,
they're
you
all
just
up.
don't know. But I think the Spurs fans have gone had enough.
Yeah. Pope boots this up straight out for a throw in for Spurs. You just waste. Yeah. You absolute idiot, Pope. If you just maybe had that on target, it might have been a bit helpful. So Eddie Howe just screaming at players to get back and then apply pressure. Swung in by Spurs. Headed up in the air. Flicked on. Burnt clears. Spurs still have it. It's the 96th minute now, so the whistle can be blown any second. Referee still not blowing. Spurs break one more time here. Tonali clears it. Beautiful. Referee still not blowing the whistle. Spurs can break again. I mean, Bruno was down, but surely that was given on in the added time, no? Pope has it.
I think that should be it now. That should hopefully be
whistle's
it.
blown and we win.
Excellent. Good away win.
Beautiful.
Moments in the second half where we just needed to get a hold of the ball and do something with it. You know, hold it and yeah. Listen, it's an away win.
Yeah.
We needed the win and we got the win. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure having you. And we possibly might see